makers, all my future millionaires right now, type future millionaire in the chat, okay? Studies show that note-taking actually is going to help you guys retain 85% of what you learn, okay? So it's super important that you guys take notes, okay? But again, today's agenda in our small amount of time together, my goal is to make a big impact in the following ways. I want to provide confidence where there was once uncertainty. I want to provide clarity where there was once confusion. And I just want to show you a step-by-step system on how you guys can go out there and replicate the same success that I've had making money on YouTube. And shout out to all my future millionaires in the chat, man. Let's go. But look, guys, basically, I'm here to literally make you money, okay? And I'm here to make you lots of it. This is something that literally took me 13 years, y'all, 13 long years to learn. And you guys are about to get all this information in like an hour. So if that's what you guys want to learn, you guys are all in the right place, okay? Now, the only thing I need from you guys is implementation. Once you learn everything I teach you, I need you guys to implement it. Very simple, okay? If someone told you that knowledge is power, I just want to let you guys know they lied to you, okay? Because applied knowledge is power, all right? Now check this out. How many of you guys have ever heard of Gillian Wallow? Just type yes in the chat. If you don't know who they are, you don't have to type anything. But if you ever heard of Gillian Wallow, type yes in the chat. Or you ever heard of their podcast called $1 Million Worth of Game? If you've ever heard about it, type yes in the chat. I see somebody said future billionaire. Let's go. Let's go. I like that energy. Yes, yes, yes. Cool. Okay, cool. That's dope, because the reason why I had the opportunity to get on their podcast to share $1 million worth of game was simply because the information I've obtained from my craft, right? And information truly changes situations, right? And I want you guys to comment yes down below if you know who Nehemiah Davis is, right? He's one of my mentors. He's a multimillionaire. He's been over 55 different countries, and I'm actually his YouTube coach, right? And one of the things that Neil always says is information changes situations. And the craziest part about this quote is the information I'm about to give you guys tonight literally changed my life, right? So another thing Neil always says is when people pay, they pay attention, right? So you guys see these pictures on this slide right here? So my mentor Nehemiah Davis had a mastermind, right? And every single person at this mastermind event invested $50,000, okay? Now I say that very lightly because that's a norm thing to me, like going to a mastermind and paying $50,000. Like that's actually not an expensive mastermind. Like an expensive mastermind is like 100K plus, maybe even more. I know masterminds like 250,000, right? So the crazy part about this though is the room was probably like 200 people in there, okay? 200 people in there investing $50,000 each, okay? And some of you guys may know some of their faces because they're, they invested and now they're really big, right? But again, my mentor Nehemiah Davis had his mastermind. He said he had me come down there. You guys can see in this picture right here, he's walking down the aisle, giving the game back to the people that invested. And down here, you can literally see me giving them the same information that I'm about to give you guys tonight. But you guys can see I was on stage, and it literally says YouTube. It says my name, and it shows my profile, my old profile picture, right? But the thing about this, right, is Neil told me, he said, yo, David, I just want you to come down here and give this information to these people because, you've been teaching a lot of people how to make a lot of money on YouTube and just grow their brands and businesses in general. So I want you to come and help my people as well. And so that's why I went down there to do it. But obviously, you guys didn't pay to be a part of this workshop tonight, right? Obviously, you guys didn't pay to be a part of this workshop tonight. Clearly, right? So I want you guys to imagine that you just wired me $10,000. Uh-oh. There go the crickets. I lost them. But David, you said it was a free workshop. We talking about $10,000, man. What you talking about? I know y'all in there right now. Y'all waiting for me to drop a price. I know y'all in there. That's okay. Listen, $10,000 is nothing. I just told you about a $50,000 mastermind, $250,000 mastermind. Y'all, the numbers are, every number now is little to you, right? Under that 50,000. But listen, you guys are probably wondering, David, why would I want to imagine that? Well, that's actually what I charge for one-on-one YouTube consultation, okay? I'm one of the cheaper guys, right? So I'm definitely not cheap. It means bad. So I don't want to even say that. Let's take that back, right? But as you guys can see, this invoice was paid to my business, and it was for one-on-one consultation. So I want you guys to imagine this, okay? I want you guys to imagine this because I'm about to give you guys the same information that people pay me $10,000 for. Now, hopefully, they're not watching this because they may be a little mad, but the reason why I'm doing this and the reason why you guys are doing this is simple. It's because we tend to not take things seriously that we didn't pay for. You ever go to Chick-fil-A, right? You go to Chick-fil-A, right? You put your order in and they're like, my pleasure. And you're like, hey, I want to get a Chick-fil-A deluxe, spicy pepper jack cheese, large fry, and give me a milkshake. And I want 4-piece chicken strip or some chicken nuggets. And I want 5 I want 5 sauces, right? You asking for all that sauce for you to get home or get to wherever you're going, sit down and eat. You only probably use 2. You probably use 1.5, right? Because guess what? They give you as much sauce as you want and they don't charge you anything. But guess what? You didn't take those other 3 sauce packs seriously because you didn't pay for them, right? So I want you guys to understand that mindset. You tend to take things seriously that you didn't pay for. So I need you guys right now. I need you guys to imagine this. I need you guys to imagine that you just wired me this $10,000 because I'm going to make a deal with you guys right now. I'm going to make a promise to you guys right now that I'm going to give you guys the same information that people that literally I gave this person who paid me $10,000. Okay. I am literally going to give you guys the exact actionable step-by-step process to start a YouTube channel, right? A faceless YouTube channel. And it's going to be a profitable faceless YouTube channel. But I need you guys to make a deal with me right now that you guys are going to actually implement this information and you're not going to let it go in one ear and out the other. Okay. And you guys are actually going to take notes as if you paid $10,000. Okay. So if you guys can make that deal with me right now, right? If you guys can make that commitment with me right now, I need you guys to comment yes. Because listen, y'all, it's very simple. This is the most simple thing you're going to do, right? I am committing to you guys that I am going to give you my best. I'm going to literally not hold anything back. And I'm not no gatekeeper. If anybody knows me or met me before, y'all know I don't gatekeep nothing. I can't keep my mouth closed. They be having to tell me, David, you're giving too much information away, right? I'm literally going to share all the value with you guys because I just want you guys to be successful. I want everybody that ever crosses my path to be successful, okay? And I see the yeses in the chat. Let's go. I see the yeses in the chat. Let's go. I just need you to, on your notepad, write $10,000 in big writing with a circle around it, okay? You just invested. Okay, that I need you to imagine that. Really, really imagine that because you're gonna see the value in this. Okay, you didn't pay anything, so you're gonna see more value if you do that. Okay, you have to imagine it, right? But look, how today came about. Okay, I know you guys are probably like, David, what is this about? Well, number one, YouTube's new policy is like a thing right now, and you guys are scared because you think you can't do this, but in reality, the blogs blew it out of proportion and they said crazy stuff that's not true. And YouTube literally is like telling people like that's not true. And so that's a big reason why I came, on here to do this call because I'm like, they don't even a lot of people don't even understand what's going on. They need to understand how to do this the right way so they don't end up with a messed up channel. Or if you're trying to get into this, you know how to do it. But long story short, basically, y'all, I've been documenting my entire journey on social media from when I was a broke college dropout, working a 9-to-5, making pennies, all the way to where I am now, right? So because of this, I've been documenting the process for so long. I have literally grown a large following on Instagram. And we literally just actually hit 435 or 34,000, right? Followers on Instagram. And I have hundreds of thousands of followers on all these other platforms, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, right? Crazy subscriber channels on YouTube, right? Now, because of this, every single day, I get over 100 plus DMs from new people who follow me, want to learn how to make money on YouTube without making videos. And I'm gonna be real, y'all. It's impossible for me to respond to every single DM. So if you guys have ever DM'd me and I've never responded, it's no hard feelings or nothing like that. It ain't that I don't want to talk to you or anything, or I don't want to help you. It's just simply impossible to respond to every single DM, right? So I sat down with my team one day and I said, how can we figure out a way that we can help everyone without helping everyone one-on-one? So I said to myself, imagine how much impact I could make if I broke down what took me 13 years to learn into a step-by-step system that anyone can follow, no matter where they live, how much money they have, or how much experience they have, right? And I could do it in a way so where I could teach the masses, right? And that's exactly how this free workshop came about, okay? So, in fact, Michaela here attended one of my workshops. She got the same information that you guys are getting on this workshop right now. And she has made over $100,000 from her YouTube channel and also got over 100,000 subscriber play button from her YouTube channel. Okay, so if you guys are affirming that same type of success, I want you guys to comment yes. And guys, the reason why I'm asking you to comment yes so frequently is because I understand and I did the research. Okay, the people that engage in this workshop, the people that comment in this workshop, these are the people that are actually going to receive and retain 85% more of the information than the people that don't. And that's just facts. Okay, so check this out. Here's one of my favorite students, right? His name is Ivan Salas, right? Long story short, he's one of my favorite students because of his why. We all have our why, right? But he's a young kid. He's like 17 years old. And his why, the reason why he decided to learn this is because he wanted to figure out a way to help his mom. He has a single parent household. His mom's struggling to pay, the bills. She was working at a flower shop, and it's just not doing it for her. She's stressed out. She can barely put food on the table, and it was hurting his heart. And so he reached out to us wanting to learn how to do this. We sent him the invite to the workshop, and he reached back out maybe a month and a half later, maybe 2-3 months later. Well, it was more like 2-3 months actually, but he reached back out, right? And he sent us this. He said, this is what I made so far, right? This month, almost at my 10K goal. I said, nice, you're doing big things, right? What's crazy about this is now he consistently makes over $10,000 per month in channel revenue and over 100,000 subscribers at the age of 17. And the most beautiful part about this is his mom no longer works at that flower shop. He's able to take care of his mom, take care of the bills, and also teach his mom how to do this exact same thing so his mom can still make money and do the things that she enjoys to do. So it's a beautiful thing, right? But check this out. You guys may know this face. It's a very familiar face on social media. This guy's name is Chris, right? Chris actually has a girlfriend named Crystal, and they have a YouTube channel together. It's a couples channel, right? And the craziest thing about this is they reached out because, they were struggling to grow. They hit a milestone and they just got stuck and they couldn't figure out how to get past it, right? And so I sent them the link to the workshop. I said, join so you can learn more. And long story short, as you can see by the smiles on their faces and that silver plaque in their hand, now they not only have a YouTube channel that has surpassed over 100,000 subscribers, but that YouTube channel consistently makes over $250,000 a year with brand deals, views, and everything that comes with it. And it's crazy because you've probably seen their faces all over social media, like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, everywhere. They're everywhere. Facebook, they're everywhere. And now you guys know where they started, all right? But check this out. I want to do a quick roll call to see if any of this resonates with you guys, okay? Are you struggling to make money during a recession? Are you looking for another stream of income? Are you guys trying to find something you can do from home that requires little time to make more money? If any of this resonates with you guys, then you guys are all in the right place, okay? So listen, I need you guys to understand something, all right? I'm gonna put my camera up because I need to talk to y'all real quick. All right, face to face. Listen, I'm about to get real with y'all. I'm about to literally get into this information and break it down piece by piece, okay? This is going to be very important that you pay attention, okay? Like, I know I've said this before, but I'm telling you right now, YouTube is updating its policy. It's the same policy, but they're just enforcing things. And if you do this the wrong way and you do it the way that if you do it opposite the way I teach you, or you don't remember what I'm telling you, you're going to have issues. You're going to run into issues, okay? Now, that's one reason why this is super important. But number two, this is not some college class where you're just trying to get a degree. This is not some high school class where you're just trying to get a diploma. This right here is a class that's going to teach you how to generate income from a YouTube channel without making videos. It's about financial literacy. This is something that you can do and create generational wealth with, because I've done it and many of my students have as well, okay? So I want you guys to understand, if you have not even written my name down on a paper, what are you doing? Why are you here? I need you guys to lock in, because number one, there's no change unless you change, right? The same habits you had in high school where you wasn't taking notes in class, you can't have the same habits right now. This is a new transformation of you, and it starts today. It starts right now. You're here because you want to transform your life, or you just want to have another side hustle. Regardless, you're here to make a change in your life. So listen, I need you guys to understand something right now, okay? I know you've been burned online by gurus and all these different type of people. Number one, I'm not a guru. I graduated high school in 2013, and I've been doing YouTube since. I had 9 to 5 right after that, but, it picked up, and I've been doing really well for myself, and I don't got to brag about all the things I have to tell you that, but I want you to understand something, okay? You have a skeptical person in your brain right now telling you that I'm one of those guys. I'm not. I'm just an expert in the space, right? You have that skeptical person in your brain saying this is not going to work. You got a skeptical person in your brain literally like this, got their wall up and don't even want to learn anything because you're waiting for the catch. You're waiting for and I'm telling you right now, that is going to keep you in a poor mindset. You're not going to even allow me to teach you if you're like that. Because trust me, guys, I cannot teach you if you cannot trust me. Have you ever learned anything from somebody you can't trust? I cannot teach you if you cannot trust me, okay? So I need you guys to tell that skeptical person in your brain right now to leave the room because it's going to get very, very important. And I need you guys to just lock in, okay? So listen, if you're locked in, type I'm locked in, and let's get into it. I just wanted to make sure that I made that very clear because I understand, and I've been online for a long time, so I know it's tough. But trust me, I don't have to prove to you guys that people are making money on YouTube. I don't. It's public information that you can find out yourself. And honestly, I'm pretty sure 90% of this room knows that. So I don't have nothing to prove. Like, I'm just teaching you another way to do it without you actually being the face of it. So again, let's lock in. All right. Why this workshop is important. Number one, the world has changed. More people are watching YouTube than ever before. And it will always be that way as social media continues to grow. Okay. Do you guys know that we are in the death year of television? Look, y'all, you see this TV behind me? I probably got like 23 of these in my house. 23, okay? 23 TVs. Do you know that I don't even have cable on a single one of them? I don't. And you're probably like, David, there's no way you have 3 children. How do you not have cable? Listen to me. My kids don't watch TV. They're not allowed screen time. They only can have screen time for 1 hour on Fridays. And on Saturdays, they're allowed to have unlimited screen time. But I typically take my children out to do activities. You know, we got a pool. They go swimming. They go ride their bikes. We do a lot of stuff actively with the children. Like, we rather them read books in color and learn and read and all that good stuff. Like, that's our big thing here, right? So I'm saying this to say there's no TVs being watched in this home. So I don't even know why I got all these TVs, but I watch streaming platforms. I watch YouTube, Netflix, Hulu. I do that stuff, okay? So what I'm telling you right now is there's a lot of people just like me who don't have cable. And I'm a multimillionaire and I don't have cable, right? So we're in the depth of your television, but what does that mean? That's not a bad thing. It's actually a great thing. YouTube revenue data actually backs it, okay? So YouTube literally last year paid out over $30 billion to creators. $30 billion to creators, okay? This is everyday people like you and I, okay? And it's going to continue to grow. Every single year, as you can see by this graph, it has increased, and it's actually online. You can look it up, but it's increased by 35 to 40% in revenue that they pay out to everyday people like you and I for using their platform, posting videos, and getting paid from it, right? So the reason why it's growing so rapidly is because there's a shift in change in the way people consume like TV, right? More people in the world have YouTube accounts than those who have cable, okay? And so that's why you're seeing such a huge like shift over to this side, right? Now check this out. New creators are experiencing great success, all right? There's no longer a need to spend $50,000 on business education from colleges to make over $100,000. In fact, only the top 1% of college students end up making 6 figures. I don't think you guys heard me. I don't think y'all paying attention. Did you just hear what I said? I said, in fact, only the top 1% of college students end up making 6 figures. I'm talking about all those people that got those student loans that you can't get off your credit, those student loans that they're about to start garnishing your paychecks. I'm talking about those millions and millions and millions and millions of students that come from overseas, right? Or go overseas. I'm talking about those millions and millions and millions of families that scrape together every penny they got just to put their children in school. You mean to tell me only the top 1% of those students are making 6 figures? That's horrible. That's horrible. You know, the top 1% of YouTube channels are making 6 figures a month. And that one top 1%, it's probably way more than 1%. But do you know the top 1% of YouTube channels are making 6 figures a month? Not 6 figures a year, 6 figures a month. Do you know there's less YouTube channels than there is students? I want you guys to understand something, okay? A formal education can make you a living, but a self-education can make you a fortune. That's a bar. I need you to write that down. A formal education can make you a living, but a self-education will make you a fortune. Formal education is college, universities, and high school. All that stuff is literally meant to keep you out of 9 to 5. Okay? All that stuff is made to keep you as a worker. I'm going to keep it transparent with you guys. I'm being just straight and real. It may hurt your feelings, but That's what it's for. If you do your research, that's exactly what school is made for. It's not made to make you rich. It's made to make you a worker. All this AI stuff you think they're teaching that in schools, the government don't even want to fund the schools to learn that stuff. That's why it's important to read books and attend workshops just like this and masterminds. In fact, my guy James was working at a fast food restaurant, right? He was making maybe like $1,000 to like $1,500 a month at his best, right? And so he got into this YouTube automation space that we're currently talking about, and he ended up making literally close to $8,000 in just a single month. And I'm showing you guys this, and this was his first month. I'm just showing you guys this so you guys can see what's possible. But look, right now is the best time to start. Right now is the best time to start, okay? So check this out. Who is ready, man? Like, if y'all ready, like, this is the recession-proof YouTube system. If you guys are ready, I need you to type yes in the chat. If you guys are excited to learn my YouTube system, I need you guys to comment yes right now, all right? I need you guys to comment yes right now if you guys are ready. Because listen, y'all, look, this is what we're going to be working on, y'all. This is what we're going to be learning tonight. Secret number one, I'm going to break down the exact formula that I personally use to scale multiple YouTube channels to make 10 times more than most YouTubers. Secret number two, I'm going to break down how to create videos that brings millions of views to your channel, regardless of how many subscribers you have, creative skills, or video editing skills. Secret number three, I'm going to break down how to make over $100,000 from a YouTube channel without showing your face or making the videos yourself. All right. And if there's ever been a time that you need to be here, it's tonight. So let's get into it. All right. But check this out. I'm about to listen, y'all. It's about to get real saucy. So I need you to pay attention for these next 30 minutes. I know you guys see all these numbers right here, right? I'm about to break down exactly how I made millions of dollars from YouTube without creating videos. And you know what? I'm going to do something that most people online would not do. And it's a very unfortunate thing, the times that we're living in, because, you know, a lot of times you can't really tell who's real and who's not. Okay. You saw the screenshot. Anybody can fake a screenshot. Anybody can go on their computer dashboard, inspect Element, and show you guys some numbers, and you will believe it, right? But you know what you can't fake? You know what you can't fake? And this is why I love that I coach and teach social media, because you can show numbers on your phone, and you cannot teeter with that, right? So check this out. I'm gonna go on to the official YouTube, look, my social media, boom. My official look, this is the official YouTube app. This is the official YouTube Studio app, okay? I'm going to go into this app and I'm going to actually show you guys my numbers, okay? Because again, my whole thing is, if you cannot trust me, I cannot